Last week's huge Coonabarabran Expo in northern New South Wales attracted 600 school children, 700 horses from 87 schools from Queensland to the Snowy Mountains in New South Wales. With 70 registered thoroughbreds, it was great to see Godolphin Managing Director Vin Cox there with the 2021 Melbourne Cup, encouraging junior competition on thoroughbreds around the state. It's great to see you at Coonabarabran. It is another big weekend of racing, but this sort of event is so important to the future of our racing industry, isn't it? Encouraging kids to get involved.
Absolutely, Caroline. It's a wonderful event. The thing that strikes you, it really is the enormity of it. The number of kids that are here, there's well over 500 kids here. There's something like 700 horses competing, and it's an opportunity for us as the thoroughbred industry, whether it's the racing side or the breeding side, to expose our industry to these young kids that otherwise may not have known about it and known about career paths that are within our industry. And you know, to be able to get in front of them and get one-on-one with the kids and more particularly their parents and teachers, it's a huge opportunity. So what we have found is that the kids aren't aware, and the parents and teachers haven't been aware in the past of our industry and where their careers can lead to.
And a lot of these kids are riding thoroughbreds already. I mean, it just shows the tractability of the breed for these young people. They're progressing from ponies, and you know, the right thoroughbred is a wonderful athlete for young people to ride, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely, and that's a huge aspect of being here as well, is ensuring that the career paths of thoroughbreds that can be repurposed and rehomed outside of racing and have a long and successful and happy career post-racing. And again, you see a lot of thoroughbreds competing, and we get the opportunity to talk to potential owners down the line, and we at Godolphin take our Godolphin Lifetime Care program extremely seriously, and we can talk to the young people that there is opportunities to get one of the Godolphin breds and take it onto a career in another purpose.
That's right. I mean, Godolphin, you've been so proactive around the world, organising global seminars that led to the formation of the International Forum for the Aftercare of Racehorses as well. I mean, it really is a global issue, isn't it, ensuring thoroughbreds are cared for away from racing?
Absolutely, and it's not only Godolphin that are part of the rehoming and lifetime care of thoroughbreds. It's a whole industry, and we as an industry take it very, very seriously and very passionate about it. We have to. We've really got to be wedded to it and ensure that the thoroughbreds are looked after well into their latter part of their lives, and everyone has skin in it, and everyone wants to promote it, and we need to.
And I mean, as Chris Waller would say, or any of the main Sydney or Melbourne or, you know, the main city trainers, they're not the end of the line. But a lot of these thoroughbreds racing out, whether it be around Coonabarabran or any of those regions, you know, it pretty much is the end of their racing life. So it really is great to see so many homes in this region having a look at all these thoroughbreds out today with these kids.
Oh, it's extraordinary. The tentacles that you reach, and where the thoroughbreds can go post racing is amazing. And whether it's here at these sort of expos in eventing or show jumping or dressage or just even general hack horse or companion animals, there's wonderful opportunities for the thoroughbreds, and we as an industry work hard to ensure that every thoroughbred finds the right home and has a long and happy life.
And of course, you've been around thoroughbreds all your life. Tell me what you personally see in a thoroughbred, you know, and what it can do once its racing days are over.
I think, from my personal experience, I think they're great companion animals, and they do have their own idiosyncrasies and their own nuances and their own character. and in whatever discipline that can be applied across the board. So they're just like people. They do have their own characteristics, and it's a case of exposing those and learning more about each individual animal. And they are individuals, and I think that's the key thing, is not every horse is the same, and you have to look after them differently, and they do like different things, different disciplines, different. Some like a scratch on the back, others just like a ride in the paddock. So whatever it might be, it's a case of identifying the individual.
My name's Digby Munro and I'm from Bingra, which is like 3 hours from here. Ellie, we've had her for like 2 years now, and yeah, she used to race, and we bought her up from the coast. Oh, she wasn't a great racer, but yeah, she only raced about 3 times, I think. She's got a different personality. Sometimes she's really quiet, sometimes she can't stand still. You know, once you take her out jumping, she's like really goey, but when you take her back, she's all calm and everything. And when she's jumping, like you can see like in videos and stuff I've seen, like when she jumps, she brings her back legs right up and she like clears it by like a lot more than what she's supposed to. Tail's always swishing around. She's always goey, and like even if she's really quiet, like walking around there, once you start practicing, she wakes up and she loves it. If there was other kids that want to ride like thoroughbreds and stuff, you'd want to have a passion to like getting better at something. So like jumping, you want to have a passion to like riding horses and get better, jump higher, and like keep moving forward, not just have a horse to chill about on.
They're very good about getting up and going. I kind of like that about them. They're like always very fast and very alert of everything. It's good. Yeah, they're ready to go. They're always ready to go.
I'm Charlie Richardson. I'm 15, turning 16 in August, and I'm from Scone in New South Wales. This is another night. His stable name's Ninja, and he's by Dawn Approach. And I don't think he raced. He had a couple of trials, but he was in the back few, so a trainer called up Dad and said, we've got a nice quiet horse that has good movements, and would you like it? And so Dad brought him on, took him on, and he's just got a great temperament, and he's slowly gone up the grades. I think he's won 5 events, and I won the 95 this weekend on him. Yeah, he's just a great guy. As you can see, he's pretty quiet, doesn't do much wrong.
Once a year it becomes the centre of the universe as far as young school children riders, and they really focus on and becomes very competitive to attend the Northwest Expo at Coonabarabran. It attracts riders from all over New South Wales, and sometimes they actually cross the border.
The Coonabarabran races, it's a big part of a community in a rural region, aren't they? And racing is kind of part and parcel of the love of the horse for people up there.
It certainly is, and you know, our involvement, and I've happened to have been president of the Jockey Club here for the last 10 years. We've been involved every year in that time with Expo, and it's grown exponentially, and we see more and more children returning, usually for the last 3 years, if not 4 years of their schooling years, year after year, and they become expected to turn up each year. But we see a changeover. You know, unfortunately it was missed last year, and some of the children that we were expecting to fare well last year we didn't see. But this year we've got lots of new riders, about 80 schools represented, in excess of 400 riders.
Looking at the thoroughbreds they're riding, looking at, thoroughbreds finding new homes, I guess, a lot of the country regions, it is the end of the racehorse's career. They're probably reaching the end of their racing potential. It looks as if there are lots and lots of rural homes that they can still find away from racing.
I think the opportunities are huge there, and it is a big part of the racing industry is now what to do with the horses when they retire from racing. And I think opening up these avenues of promotion and opportunity will give racehorses a great finish to their lives.
And how do you see the various state-based programs within Australia for rehoming? Do we need a national program? Obviously Racing Australia is working towards national traceability, but would it be more effective if there was more unity between the state-based programs?
I've got no doubt about that at all, Caroline. We do have to have a national-based authority that sits on top and across the PRAs, the state-based programs. We can't have a higgledy-piggledy approach. We need to be strategic about where we're going with the funds. There's each individual state has a lot of funds committed to it. Different parts of our industry are committing funds to rehoming and repurposing horses. So if we have a national body that can get us together, unify us, and we can be very strategic and put our funds in the right places and really build on what are good programs, no doubt, but we really do need to have that unified approach.
When I read the program and it said that the Melbourne Cup was coming, I was so excited, and I said to my mum that I just had to be there to see it.
I was very surprised to see the Melbourne Cup all the way out here at Coonabarabran at an expo, just because it's such an iconic feature of like today's racing society, and it's so well known, and just to see it in my own eyes is just big wow.
And having the Melbourne Cup at Coonabarabran, just brilliant to see. I mean, no matter where the cup goes, it really kind of blurs the lines between the general public and the excitement of racing. It's a real attraction, isn't it?
Oh, the Melbourne Cup, it's been running for 160 years. It's the most recognised trophy in Australian sport, and probably one of the most recognised trophies in world racing. Everybody is aware of the Melbourne Cup. It's all but a national holiday on the first Tuesday in November, and it's the, I guess, the one vehicle where the racing industry can get that cut through into the general population. And with having the Cup here at Coonabarabran is just fantastic, because it will attract a lot of people. It will bring a focus of our industry, and more particularly the Melbourne Cup, to racing. So to have an asset like that to leverage off and hopefully promote people into our industry is a great thing.
Some of those warm bloods, they chuck the towel in, but the Thoroughbreds, they just keep going, motor on, which is why they're the best.